Welcome to Opinion Journal. I'm Mary Kissel. President Obama is trying to convince Congress that the deal he struck with Iran is a good one. But what does Israel think? I've got former Israeli ambassador to the United States, noted historian Michael Oren here to discuss. Michael, good deal or bad deal?
First of all, hi, Mary.
Hi.
Good to be with you. From Israel's perspective, and the Prime Minister said this publicly, it's not a good deal. It's not a good deal because it doesn't roll back the program. It leaves intact the vital infrastructure of the Iranian nuclear program. Very significantly, it doesn't provide for intrusive inspections of the sensitive military sites.
Why is that important?
Well, because at those military sites, there is a reason why the Iranians have not allowed inspectors in. You could, you can cross the T's and dot the I's and understand why they're not letting them in there. There's sensitive military activity going on there, and we believe it's related to the nuclear program.
Can Iran get the bomb within the next 6 months?
Well, in theory, it can be working underground. It could be, it maintains a stockpile of enriched uranium. Which under the interim agreement can't be enriched to a higher rate than 5%, but should they decide to ditch that agreement, they still have the requisite number of centrifuges online, plus a reserve almost as large of centrifuges that could go online very quickly and could enrich to weapons grade. They remain a serious threat. And
does this deal make it more or less likely that Israel will attack Iran's nuclear program?
Well, Israel's always going to retain the right to defend itself against an existential threat. And by the way, that's a right that's recognized by the United States, it's recognized by President Obama. He said repeatedly that Israel as a sovereign state has the right to defend itself against any Middle Eastern threat or any combination of Middle Eastern threats. But of course, we'd like to avoid that. In fact, no country has a greater stake.
So you can't give me a yes or a no answer?
I would not give you a yes or no
Okay.
answer. I don't think anybody can. But Israel has the most skin in the game in Iran. We have the greatest interest in reaching a diplomatic solution. We think we have stressed what we think would bring about a real solution, which would bring about the dismantling of the program, the shipping abroad of the stockpiles, closing of vital facilities like the Arak plutonium plant, which has one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to create a bomb.
About 30 seconds left. Is the U.S. and the other 5 powers that signed this deal moving to contain Israel and not to contain Iran?
It's not about containing Israel. Israel will always reserve that right.
In practice, aren't we containing Israel and limiting what Israel can do here?
You know, before I came onto the job as ambassador, Mary, I was an historian. Okay, so when in doubt, fall back on history. And there have been many times in Israel's history where there's been an international climate that says don't act. Don't defend yourself, but Israeli leaders from different parties, Labor, the Likud, had to conclude that if Israel was facing an existential threat, there was no choice. And we hope not to reach that point. We hope, again, to achieve a diplomatic solution, which is a real solution, and that can be achieved by, we believe, maintaining and strengthening the sanctions and keeping a credible military threat on the table.
Okay, well, we hope we can do that, maintain the sanctions and keep a credible military threat.
Indeed.
Former Israeli ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren.
Always good to be with you. Thank you, Mary.